Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Queen Game and Sunny Mounts. We're the Gaming Drag today. I'm coming back at you on the Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Jorgen's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright, make sure this is... Yeah, that's Jorgen's Path, okay. Alright. I'd love to see once we come back. Just as much as I'd like to see Jorgen on stage and read the articles he wrote. He's done so much already. I wish I could be a photographer at a festival. Would his friends like me? A thought passes through my head, chilling. It took me sleeping in one room with Jorgen to make him warm up to me even a bit. But what if his friends are even more critical? Your band, they're the people you hang out with usually? Yeah, usually. I'm lucky in that regard, as we get to play often too. Coming to think of it, it's curious that at the uni he's friends with Lake. They're nothing alike. Though, maybe that's exactly what keeps them together. How did you get together? The band was already active for some time when I found them. They're the beginning of my adventure with music, too. Just a few years ago, I think I was 17 at the time, I went to their concert, and I'm not even going to even fucking try and pronounce that. Maybe I will. Kulturginopoplivingschiss. Kulturginopoplivingschiss. Okay. They were playing an improvised gig, and it was my favorite venue, so I thought it'd be cool to go. Wait, they let you in when you were 17? Yeah, it's an anarchist venue. They don't check people on entrance. They would check at the bar if you wanted any alcohol, but barely anyone drinks there anyway. Certainly not me. I went mostly to punk concerts before. I'll never forget how powerful of an experience it was for me, standing there in the crowd, barely able to see anything but the strobe lights bouncing off the ceiling, and listen to absolute wall of noise crashing at me from the stage. I love extreme music. I really do. It's an indescribable feeling. The assault on senses, so powerful it pulls you out of your body. It's a meditative experience. Everything shuts down, the walls you build around you crumble, and all that's left is you and the music. After the concert, I went up to their instruments and lied that I'm their technician. I snuck backstage. I think they appreciated that, because they were happy to chat with me. They told me they were looking for a singer, and I thought I would try. Did you sing before? No, it was a spontaneous thing. Many more things happen in your life when you say yes to every opportunity, both good and bad. He turns to look at me more directly, resting his paw on my chest, fingers sinking into my fur above the collar of my t-shirt. Who do you usually hang out with? Me? I don't really have a group yet. I know a few people from my year and Lake from the dorm, and Miko, I've known him for some time, but we haven't talked much since we started uni. Before that, for that matter. I see. The bat snuggles himself into me tighter, snout resting below mine. I could have played some music, but it's too late now. I don't want to stand up or even take a phone out of my pocket. My arms feel heavy. I'd play something happy. I feel happy. Even though it's dark outside, I bask in a warm glow emanating from Jorgen. You're cute. My paw holding his. The warmth, the softness of it, the smooth palm, the short fur on the reverse side, the claws scraping against my paw lightly. I should buy him a flower, something that would match his handsomeness. White. That's a color I associate with him. A white rose. That's what would be fitting. But I'd have to find it, or find a florist. There should be one around here, probably. Hey, wait for me here, I'll be back soon. I'll go with you. That's fine too, I guess. Maybe he'll know what flowers Jorgen likes. The streets are empty, but behind the window panes, shadows move across rooms. I peek into one curiously, but I see an empty living room. Child's toys scattered across the floor. In the distance, a train whistles, the harsh sound breaking through the lull of gentle waves licking at the shore, as if the sea was trying to swallow the island little by little. God, I love this. Liminal spaces. Just places that are usually full of life and people and activities and just suddenly just completely ghosted. No one there. It's just such an odd feeling, but it's beautiful in a way. I wish I had my camera with me. Why didn't I take it? Especially now with no one else around. The charm of this town shines from every street lamp and every rooftop. Uplifting. Cold bites at my paws suddenly. Where are we going? I'm looking for a florist. Oh, I know one. It's a few streets away. Lake runs away and disappears behind a corner, leaving a trail of paw prints behind him in the fresh snow. I look around and a chill runs down my spine. I'm alone here. My paws carry me, cutting through the snow, across me through meandering alleys to catching up with the lion. And there he is, standing before a store, tail swaying behind him playfully. He has an innocent look on his face, so pure it feels almost like a mask. I try not to look into his eyes. It's here. He opens the door and holds them for me. The sweet smell of flowers cling to me when I enter, crawling inside my nostrils and up my brain. Hello, anyone here? You pick any flowers you want. They're for everyone. Oh, what do you think Jorgen would like? Why do you want to give Jorgen flowers? I mean, that's what you do, right? When you want to show someone your feelings? I'm so strung up. My arms feel stiff like two branches. I don't know what to tell Lake. I understand. Pick whatever you like. We're ships at sea, drifting in all directions. Pick whatever you like. Does it matter much? It's the gesture that matters, not the flower itself. Think of it as an exchange. Think of it as an exchange. You give him your feelings and he... No, it's not an exchange. I don't want anything in return. You should get carnations. He likes them. Do you have feelings for him too? Me? No, don't worry. But do you think he'll accept them? I hope so. You hope so, but you can never know. There's always a risk, and you can lose so much. You can lose him. No. I pick a single flower. It seems more fitting than a bouquet somehow. Maybe because Jorgen himself reminds me of a flower, ready to bloom, with his passions and temperament, reaching out to the light. But now I have to find Jorgen. Where is he? With his friends? Maybe at band practice. Wait, I know, he's waiting for me. Waiting for me on the roof. He wanted to watch the sunrise together. God, this feels like a fucking dream. This is like a dream sequence. Actually, a fair portion of this game feels like a dream sequence, to be honest. The corridor is packed with students, so I have to push them aside to walk, wiggling my way through the dense crowd. Where are they all going? I keep the flower close to my chest, shielding it from their flailing paws and greedy eyes. Finally, I push the locker room corridor. It's much quieter here and cold. The windows all open and Arctic wind blowing freely. I reach the door to the closet and open them wide. Only it's not the closet that's behind them. Stairs. The damp smell wafting from the underground. Earth. Soil. Heat. A weird kind of heat, sticky and humid. Like another person's heat, and air heavy with perspiration. Enter. Step and then another. They echo in the underground, stubbornly loud. The staircase is long, leading several floors deep into the earth's innards. Your paws slide along the steel rail, not quite holding it, but helping to lead you in the near darkness. Last step, and your naked paw rests on the marble floor, slightly warm to the touch. As with the press of a switch, brightness fills the room. Soft light coming in from windows on one side of the marble hallway ahead of you. A marvelous corridor opens before you, tall and long, lined with luxurious materials processed with skilled hands of an artisan. Pillars stand along the way like guards, bulky and Spartan. Instead of being intimidating, they make you feel safe. The air doesn't feel oppressive anymore, warm wind caressing your face. Opposite of the windows, there is a door between each of the pillars, some closed, some open, but your paws carry you forward and forward still, until the end of the hallway, where thick door stands, covered with dust and forgotten. You grab the handle and open it. The source of the heat seems to be up ahead, waves of hot air licking at your face. Something wants to be found. It pulls you toward it, eager. The corridor goes on, a red glow shining at the end of it, taking the place of the darkness as you walk along the raw concrete. Something about this place feels familiar. You're sure you've touched these walls before. The smell hints at something long, deeply buried, some long, deeply buried memories. It's a bunker. Why would I ever be in a bunker? Something stirs in your heart, though. You not only know this place, you created it. You know what's ahead of you. Still, your paws carry you forward. Is it even still there, after all these years? You can't be sure. But your paws walk you around a bend, and behind it is a concrete chamber, thin pillars like a whale's bare ribcage. You take a step forward, paws touching steel bar grating, walking into a place all too familiar. There it is, ahead of you, lying on the table exactly as you left it. A safe, locked. You know the combination. It's etched into your head. You don't even have to try to recall it. I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. You don't want to open it. Your paws don't listen to you. You can't take a step back. But your paws led you here for a reason. There's something you have to do before you come back. Better think. Why are you here again? Why now? I don't want to be here, but I have to. Why? To open my heart again. To what? To pain, to love, and to pain, too. The pain past and the pain possible. To heartbreak and loss, to all the pain still on your path. For a heart that numbs itself to pain cannot feel love. A paw scratches at my cheek, brushing through my fur. Yep, it was a dream. Hey, sleeping prince. What's up? I think I fell asleep. You slept for 2 hours. Everything is coming back to me slowly, emerging from the muddy waters of the dream, receding back into the corners of my subconsciousness. I'm waking up. But it isn't easy. I know, but supper has already started. Thank you, and sorry for falling asleep. What were you doing? I've read something on my phone. I don't need much sleep. I think I saw something important in my dream, but I don't really remember now. The dream slips from my grasp, like an eel in water, escaping its hunter. Only now I'm hunting for meaning. What was the dream about? I think it was about something that has already happened to me before. I was in a place that felt very familiar, but I don't really know anymore what it was. Try to catch it now. The dreams rarely come back later. I always try to hold on to mine. Usually they're mundane, not much to remember, but sometimes they can surface interesting things. For example, I never remembered my grandpa who died when I was a kid, until I had a dream with him. I knew it was him right away. I couldn't verify it with a Fanny family album, but somehow I just know it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Don't be. I didn't get to know him. Cruel as it might sound, it doesn't feel like I lost someone. My dream. Concrete, staircase, and marble. I connect individual strands, and finally the image comes together in my mind. I focus on it harder, trying to come up with anything, and suddenly, like two synapses connecting, it clicks. Huh. Have you heard of mind palaces? No, not really. What about them? I made one for myself back in middle school. It was pretty neat. An imagined place that you can get into at any time, vivid and fixed, where you can summon or build anything you want. Really, it's a fancy name for advanced daydreaming, but anyway, what I was getting to, I think I visited mine in my dream. You didn't visit it already? No, I forgot it existed. What does it look like? There's a marble hall in the center. I imagined a photo lab attached to it later, and inside it a door to a brightly lit corridor leading somewhere. But I don't know where. What do you mean you don't know where? Didn't you create it yourself? Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!